fucking left!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to none other than episode 25 Guitar Practice.
Oh, yeah.
25. Not too bad. Yep, episode 25.
Back at the shit.
Hell yeah, let me get readjusted real quick.
Standing, so.
Episode 25. Let's get right into it with announcements. Big announcement today.
Dun dun.
We still need people to come on the show. If you want to be on the show, if you're working on a project musically, literaturely, spiritually, whatever you're working on, preferably metal. We like metal around here. Or any sort of guitar stuff. Hit us up. Hit up our Facebook page, our Twitter, where else? YouTube, Spotify.
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, please.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
there.
I have no idea what's going on with the Apple Podcast, but I've known people that told me they listened to it with Apple, and it still doesn't say anything. So I don't know.
They're shivving us.
I don't know.
Yeah, hit us up.
Other announcements. Local shows. Local shows. I didn't go to a show this weekend. Rocklahoma was in town. For those of you that were able to make it out to that, I'm sure that was pretty cool. It looked a little rainy on the first day.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
It looked a little hot, but it looked like a good time.
I was thinking something about the Rocklahoma.
Huh.
I was like, why would you put that on the same weekend as OU's first game and Oklahoma State's first game? Like, that's like, know your customer base.
That's a lot of competition.
Know your customer base, man, you know.
No, that's valid. Yeah.
Kind of a bad
I
weekend.
don't know. I think people who like football probably like rock as well, so it
They
is
need
a
to combine them, dude.
conflict
That's what
of
they
interest.
should have done, dude.
What do you mean, like just someone playing a guitar and they just get speared out
They
of fucking...
play in the middle of Rocklahoma. Like, while they're playing, there's a concert. Like, would that not be the best deal ever?
That'd be sick, yeah. I'd see that. I feel like there'd be a lot of money fights at the table, though, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Like, the people came here for football. They're like, no, metal. And then they...
I wonder how hard
Get
it is
into
to
it.
get clearance for a venue that does UFC and metal shows.
So here's the thing about fighting. It has to be, like, sponsored by the state. That's why fights happen in Vegas a lot.
Because they'll
They don't give a fuck. They're like, are we betting or not?
yeah.
They're down.
Buddy. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Local shows here in Oklahoma City. September 13th at 89th Street. Take Rest, Pariah System, Reckoning. Again, I thought they were really good last time. And I'm going to see them again. F6 and BRIMBORN. September 14th at the Grand Royale. From the Grave. We saw those guys. They were really good. Anduril and Scrum. From the Grave is good. I really like his style for sure.
It's like a lot of different alternative metal styles kind of meshed. It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I really
Guy had a really fucking strong voice.
yeah. The vocals were
Fucking tight.
grade
dude.
A. Yeah, I really liked it. September 19th at VFW 9265, we got Skin Ticket, Cell, Agony, Inside You, and Polio. September 21st, 89th, FLORA Nova, Dreamsickle, Lowlights, Monte, and LETR. September 21st, I think I said this last week when I was talking about Oklahoma Blood is playing at the Lost Lakes Adventure Park. Apparently, it's like a big thing. Apparently, there's a bunch of bands going to that. I didn't see the flyer until yesterday, but a bunch of people are going there. I'll get the list and tell you guys about it next week, probably. September 28th at VFW 9265, Peeling Flesh, Which, by the way, did you know Peeling Flesh was from Oklahoma?
No, dude.
Yeah, they're from here.
I've seen them on banners for a while,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I didn't know they were, I didn't know they were from here. And I think they're pretty good. Honestly, I really like them. Snuffed on Sight, Corpse Pile, 2-piece and Bashed In. And September 30th at the venue, Illusion of Fate, Yotuma, Kemper Temper, Primal Hominid, and Paralytic. And that's everything that I've found for September. But for some reason, September is just fucking hot for local shows.
Yeah, September is always it's a good month for like there's babies, there's fucking music, there's video games. It's a good month.
Yeah, dude, Space Marines coming out.
That's exactly
weekend,
what I was
bro.
talking about, dude. That's exactly what I was talking
fucked.
about.
I'm sick all week. I'm not going to work.
You want to see
Not
my
playing
ass,
guitar, not
bro.
doing shit. But yeah, that's all for local shows. Like we said before, we'll say it again. All your favorite bands used to play local joints. And you never know who you might run into. Or what kind of band created what kind of music that you may really vibe to. Also, you can't capture the energy of a local show, and you can't spend money better than at a local show. I'll tell you that.
It's true.
I think that's it for announcements. Yeah. Facebook page. We made an actual Facebook page. Hit it up. It really helps. It's actually a proper Facebook page. Facebook was not super happy with us just making a profile for the podcast. So, yeah, we had to make a real page and be adults about things. And that's fine. It's about growth. What else?
Looking professional. Oh, I actually have an announcement of something I did not know.
Yeah.
Okay, so every Sunday, and this is for all the local listeners, obviously, in the Oklahoma area.
Yeah.
So every Sunday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, the Cat, 100.5, will play local fucking bands only.
Really?
They only play songs from local bands. And I swear I heard a band that we've seen, but I did not catch the name of.
No shit.
So yeah, it's, in my opinion, that is a garbage time slot, but...
Yeah, but
Who's
they got to pay
staying
the
up
bills,
till,
dude.
Yeah, dude, that's true. But it's a
Okay.
garbage time slot, but it sounds like an awesome way to discover local bands.
How can local bands put their name in, or does
Yeah.
the Cat have to find
It's
you?
called the Cat Talent Show. It's on their website. You can submit videos or songs to that website.
Can it be explicit?
I didn't hear anything too crazy, so maybe send them
We're
your
talking
more.
about the FCC here.
Yeah, then yeah, keep in mind. You probably
So if your song title's "I Come Blood," you're probably not gonna get picked.
yeah, dude, or fucking if your band name is Dying Fetus, you're probably not getting
We're
in.
like, how about no, dude? We're gonna get our show canceled.
Get out of here, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can come on our podcast and play your music, and we'll put it out, and we don't give a fuck what it's named.
Yeah.
How about that?
Anybody, anyone.
Is that it for announcements?
I think so.
I'm trying to
Oh,
see.
Entropic.
Yeah, Entropic. I put a post on the page about it. Our buddies in Wichita dropped their debut single. The band's called Entropic. Check it out. I'm really impressed with a debut single that good. That's impressive, I think.
Yeah, dude.
What else?
It's also on our Twitter.
Oh yeah, it's also on our Twitter. Check those guys out. There are whisperings of more studio time from them.
Rumors and such. Yeah.
Rumors.
Yeah.
So yeah, go give them a follow. And check out the single Iconoclast. It sounds great. I think that's it for that's all I have for announcements. You got anything else?
I think we're all caught up, man.
That's it. That's the word on the street. You heard it first here at Guitar Practice.
Yeah. Your trusted news outlet.
Yeah.
Definitely not sponsored by Pfizer.
Nah. No, dude. Hell no. Oh, shit. What have you been working on, man? Oh, hold up.
Yeah.
So there's obviously one less person in here right now.
Yeah, we
for the
kind of were
listeners.
glossing over that,
Yeah.
dude.
We're a man down. We're a man down. Brain's down. He's down. We're not going to tell you why, but he's down. He shit his pants.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He got shot in a drive-by. It was hardcore.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Holding it down for his set, dude. It was brutal. Pour one out for Brain tonight, y'all.
Real gangland shit. He'll be back. But yeah, that's the elephant not in the room, I guess.
Yeah, we miss him dearly. We miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, buddy. What have you been working on? Bass-wise?
Shit, dude. I'm working on six-pack as much as I can by Black Flag.
Yeah.
Been doing a little bit more fucking crowbar. What else? There was something else funky I was working on. Oh, some typo negative also.
Yeah.
But that's a little more.
It's not quite there yet.
It's spacey.
Anything you want to play?
I'll do. I'll try to.
Bomb the riff.
I'll do six-pack, dude.
It's
I'll do
guitar
fucking
practice.
six-pack.
It's totally
Yeah.
acceptable to bomb riffs. Some Black Flag.
Black
Family man.
Rat eyes.
Family
rat
man.
Eyes, rat eyes.
Yeah, I listened to that whole poem, by the way. After last episode, I listened to it.
What'd you think of Family Man?
It's fucking crazy, dude. It's just so fucking...
It's out
It
there.
wasn't a bad poem, but it was like, where is all this hatred coming from for just a regular guy?
You gotta read the book, dude. You gotta read Get in the Van. But you're not gonna have to.
Audiobook. I saw it.
And you'll find out also why here on Guitar Practice.
Oh, shit. More news later.
All right.
Just hit it, dude.
Okay.
You're cramping up, dude.
All right. That's a bomb.
That was bad.
That was bad.
That one hurt. That one hurt to watch,
I
dude.
forgot the picking style.
Oh, that's all good, man.
All right. Well,
So pretty much that. You know,
I'm
Black
emasculated.
Flag, little typo, this and that.
This and that and such. Trying to get a little bit more in touch with the vocals and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Or I can get the timing down at least.
Okay.
With like crowbar, I've been trying that. Obviously not full sending the fucking vocals because I ain't gonna be able to do that, man. You know what I mean?
That guy's been doing that for a long time.
But at least trying to get on time with the song and try to feel more into the playing and singing aspect.
You know, I think not even just doing playing and singing. I think that's like a real key. Like, you listen to a song, you hear it, but then as you learn the parts, you can learn all the parts like robotically,
Yeah.
but they don't really click until you know them good enough to where you can kind of swing them a little bit. You know what I mean? Until you kind of hit that pocket.
You really feel where you're supposed to be at.
Yeah. And then it just becomes like second nature to play the song. Like there's a bridge you have to cross between I know the riffs and I can play the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's not like a mechanical or skill level thing. It's like a feel kind of like, okay, I feel where the pocket is. I want to be right there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like in your body almost.
Yeah.
I feel
No, there's something there. Something to be said about that. I don't know what.
Yeah, being a front man is not fucking easy.
No. Not a chance. Not a chance. You have to know the riffs so well you don't have to think about them at all.
Yeah, you have to be automatic instrumentally is what I've figured out pretty much.
Yeah. Because I feel like for a vocalist to do well, the concentration and like the need to like believe the song you're singing at that moment, like to perform it well, like you have to believe the words you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that takes up so much brain space that your guitar kind of has to be autopilot unless you stop singing and rip a solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be locked in playing wise pretty much the whole time.
But if you're singing, the guitar has to be like automatic, dude.
Yeah.
That's just my theory. That's what I've done when I was doing like chord songs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's how your body will move with your voice. Like whatever you're enunciating, you'll notice you'll strum harder on the enunciations. I've noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do some misfits and stuff kind of like that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. You'd be like fucking.
But I've never broken through the wall where if the chords, like if the notes aren't hitting when the vocal line hits, if they're separate or if they're split or if they're off centered, I've never been able to do that.
No, dude, unless I just have it. Just like I said, there's maybe like one or two songs where I can even keep a bass line with it and actually kind of feel out like, oh shit, there's supposed to be vocals here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But they're very simple songs. It's like fucking like just like the most basic ass like fucking like punk songs. You know what I mean?
Something that's just like a continuous like a da 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 da. Yeah.
That. But outside of like Death. Like, I don't know, dude.
I don't know how he does that, dude.
Shit like that. The only thing I can think of is that once you get, like, cemented in the fucking playing of the songs, that you just kind of feel it out a little easier.
I think that's the trick, is
you're just like,
I don't know, man, because, like, I've been playing the TNT riff since I, like, started learning guitar, you know? And I can't sing the song and play the riff at the same time.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't. It just hasn't clicked. And honestly, I haven't worked on it, but it's definitely not natural. Like if you like strum a country song and sing the vocals, then it kind of like all kind of matches up a little bit. And you're like, oh, you know, this is
like a swing to it.
This isn't too bad, you know.
Yeah.
We're just in here. I'm keeping time with my right hand strumming, and then I'm just singing the words. Like that to me.
Playing the same 3 chords.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much 3 or 4, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe like a nice little like intro or whatever, you know. Maybe a little, apostrophe on the end of the, chorus line or whatever. But I don't know. You know who's really good at playing and singing, country wise? Have you heard of the guy Billy Strings?
Yeah.
That dude's fucking
I've seen him on YouTube.
Wild.
Yeah, dude.
Wild. I saw him years ago on YouTube. Playing his "Dust in a Baggie" song.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song. It was great. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Let me get my other guitar real quick.
All right.
Yeah, Billy Strings playing and singing at the same time is quite phenomenal.
Dude, look at Stevie Ray Vaughan, man. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know how he did it either.
See, him and Jimmy kind of have a way where they weave the songs in a way where they give themselves enough space to kind of get the vocals out.
If you noticed,
they're like, yeah, baby,
yeah, exactly.
You my girl, you know.
Yeah, so they'll say verses in between.
It'd be like verse,
complex part.
It'll be verse, sickest guitar lick ever. Verse, sickest guitar lick ever.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean because it's like purple rain. You know what I mean? And then go through my brain.
See my pride and joy. Oh my God, damn.
Yeah. No, maybe there's a trick to that too. But I mean, the guy from Death, like the frontman for Death,
he's just fucking.
He's just playing the whole thing, or even Megadeth. I mean, he's just automatic.
Yeah, dude.
Complicated shit too.
It's just fucking, just talking about like deep political problems.
I don't know. I feel like the amount of reps that he would have to do to, like, even the fucking Like even
Yeah,
just
dude.
that. It's a fast riff,
Yeah, dude. I can't imagine.
but he's doing all of that and then singing at a different tempo.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Not for me.
Yeah, it's some other shit, dude.
Yeah, I can't do it.
More the Peter Steele school of playing and singing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, give me the chug.
Just bass, just
Yeah, dude.
yeah, so yeah, so it's fucking that seems more within reach.
Yeah.
That seems more within reach. But Megadeth and Death and all those guys, hats off. I don't know how you do it. Practice,
Yeah, dude.
probably. Lots of practice. Years of practice. I don't know. Shit's sick. Speaking of practice, I've been...
Yeah, what you been working on?
Well, so I've been working on the 2 Weeks song
Yeah.
by... oh, shit.
Carcass?
No, that's Black Star. Carcass wrote Black Star. All That Remains wrote 2 Weeks.
Okay.
And I knew that this song was gonna show me holes in my game. Like, one, right off the bat, it's really fast, right?
Yeah.
But because of the speed, I knew it was gonna kind of bring out some gross nasties. You know,
Yeah.
maybe something where I'm like, oh, I can get through it, so I can play it. But when you turn the tempo up that high, it's like,
You
hey
don't know
man,
what you're doing. You just get out there.
You
You just
got-
get lost so
you get-
fucking fast.
yeah, you just get, yeah. So like a technique that may be easy at slow, like, so for me it's the gallops, right? It's the
Yeah.
the fucking. Right.
Yeah.
So this past Labor Day weekend, I did that for like cumulatively, I like 3 or 4 hours this past weekend, just sitting there with the metronome on, and then just slowly increasing the metronome, because I noticed the riff, how it's the. You can see I'm getting jammed up.
Yeah.
I'm getting jammed up on those gallops. So I've been literally just working on all the songs that I could, already play, like the Slayer songs,
Yeah.
or, I mean, shit, a lot of metal has gallops in it, but I've pretty much just been honing in on that one technique
Yeah.
so that I can play those gallops up to speed and not trip on them, because the rest of the riff, I feel like I can pretty much play up to speed, but those gallops are starting to trip me up. As I crank the tempo up, the gallops start to trip me up. So that's kind of what I've been working on. And then I've been slowly but surely decoding the first part of the solo.
What you got?
Yeah. So I'll just play what I got so far, right?
Yeah. Show us the progress.
Let me try that one more time, because I was doing it faster earlier. No! Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah, dude.
So that it goes
That's some scary shit.
That's for the first 2 bars, and then it goes directly into a sweep, which I've done some sweep exercises. You know what sweep picking is?
Isn't that where you like you work your?
It's the where you just, it looks like they're strumming like this, and they're just following the pick with their fingers. So I've done some sweep exercises just to kind of get with it a little bit, but they're like ultra simple. So I think I'm just gonna work on the
Keep just.
That's all you heard in my house this weekend. But I think I'm gonna try to really grind that technique until the actual the verse and the chorus parts don't trip me up as bad, and then I'll start taking apart how to actually do a sweep and that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know. This one's gonna take a long time. I did find something in my Black Star solo that I got wrong when I played it a couple weeks ago, right? So the big run right at the end of the solo, the fucking that run at the end of the solo.
Yeah.
So it starts off with this weird little, like, almost bluesy, the fucking. And then what I was doing was, which sounds good, but as I got to the end of it, it would jam. Like, timing would jam.
Yeah, because it doesn't work.
Yeah, so it wouldn't fit in the amount of space.
So you're like, you're going over your time every time you play that.
Exactly. And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm just like hanging out at the end? Well, it turns out after the little bluesy lick, there's some half notes in between that. And so instead of doing the so that little flutter right at the beginning of it, instead of drawing it out like you gotta. And I was like, why am I running out of room on something that should just be 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, done? Yay, hooray!
Yeah, then you're like, oh, shit, I'm playing like a fuckload of extra notes.
You just end on this, and that should square off the solo, right?
But you're fucking.
Every time I was playing it, because I entered the riff incorrectly, I thought I was doing the back end wrong. But then I was listening to the tabs, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why are those grouped faster? Just fucking around this weekend. And it's like I said, instead of, it's just those cunt hair notes literally fixed the entire ending to it. So I'm gonna go back to that riff a bunch of times because I love the song still. And I guess you could say that was like the first like legitimate solo that I've learned. But it's crazy how like that small detail just knocks everything to the right by like the 16th. And you're like, what the why?
Yeah, dude.
Why does this sound not good? Why does it sound too long? But I was playing all the notes that were in the tab.
Why am I so fucking off? I'm doing it perfect.
Dude, why do I suck?
I'm doing this perfect. What the fuck? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I used to have that problem when I would try to play Slayer songs with my buddies. I would just hang out on lines way too fucking fast. And it's just because I was pitching wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hadn't really developed the little two-finger flick yet.
Yeah.
I was relying mostly on just like just normal pitching, you know.
That's the weird part. Like as I attempt to play more and more complicated stuff, the tiniest fucking mistake will send you entirely out of sync with the rest of it. Especially like, because I like to listen to the songster tab.
Yeah.
I like to play with the tab. Or with a metronome, right? And I learned it off of the tab, practiced with the tab, and then I stopped listening to the tab, and I just thought it was right. And then I listened again, and I was like, why does it feel like I'm just a little bit on the outside at the end there? And it was because of that tiny little flutter, that diddly-dee-dee.
Yeah.
That I was playing all those notes. It wasn't
Just hanging. Yeah,
wasn't there. I was just hanging out. But yeah, as things get more complicated, like the tiniest thing, the tiniest infraction will fuck everything up. And that's the same thing. That's what's happening to me right now with the 2 weeks riff, is that the simplest little gallop, I just can't get around it fast enough because I haven't done gallops that fast. You know, Slayer song gallops aren't that fast.
No, it's a little, you got a little thump with it.
Yeah, but it's not like...
It's like as fast as a drum beat with Slayer. With that shit, it's like just...
Yeah, it's
yeah, dude, yeah, literally.
So you gotta really... In order to play it, you gotta figure out how to gallop at 224 beats per minute. Pause, I gotta piss.
Piss boy.
And we're back. What were we talking about? Gallops?
Gallops.
Yeah,
yes.
they're hard. Metronome. Do the metronome. I also noticed something a little about just picking. So I have a couple different guitars, and two of them are in E standard. And on my Razorback, the strings are I think they're just one step thicker than my Strat.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the higher tension makes it just a tiny bit easier to gallop, I think. I couldn't tell you why, but I think it's the tension of the string rebounding back towards your pick quicker. Maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But for some reason, the thicker strings are easier to like to pulse. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that way on my bass too. I feel like I can play pretty quick. Like I can pick up speed pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Versus on guitar, I really have to you have to concentrate your arm just so much more.
Yeah.
That's why I struggle with, is that I wind up hitting too many fucking strings, you know.
Yeah. I also noticed like especially when things get really fast, if your pick depth is too deep, you get stuck.
Yeah,
you'll get caught. Yeah, if your pick angle is too flat on the string, you get stuck as well. So what I've been doing with the gallop is kind of turning my pick to more of an angle, and I've been able to get some decent results like that. It just depends. You dropped it. That's one.
Oh, damn it.
You even got a lanyard. How'd you drop it?
I know. I'm ashamed.
You gotta put it around your neck, dude.
No, I'm not wearing it like that.
Put the vape around your neck.
Wear it.
It's like, what's that book where they fucking put the red A's on women that cheat on their husbands?
Is that like the Handmaids?
It's called The Scarlet Letter, actually.
Oh, shit.
Literature, baby.
Damn.
You heard it here first. Guitar practice, literature aficionados.
Shit, dude.
Yeah. That's your Scarlet Letter, your vape.
The Wolf of Wall Street's a good read for anybody out there looking for
The book?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies ever.
The book's fucking better, dude. I mean,
don't say that, you cunt.
It is, dude. It is. It is. It does it in so much more detail how much of a goon this guy was. The movie,
he's still alive.
The movie makes him look kind of like a hero. The book, you're just reading, you're like, this guy's a fucking...
The movie made him look like a hero,
like
but
he was
like
cool.
a scummy but also awesome bro.
Yeah. I can't believe I watched that the whole time. I wasn't like, he's fucking robbing people. You know what I mean? The whole movie, he's just like, they're rich assholes. Who cares?
No,
you know
he was fucking people over bad.
Yeah,
dude. He was fucking them over quick. He was like the first day trader.
Dude, it's wild.
Yeah, he fucked people over bad. But he had a good time doing it.
I like how now he's like a motivational speaker.
He's in rap songs now. Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
He's the
I
fucking
remember
king.
that shit. I remember that fucking shit.
I don't know. I don't think you should rob people.
Nah.
It'd be cool if you robbed corporations, but you know they're coming with that fucking hammer.
Yeah, dude.
You're going under the jail if you rob a corporation.
Unless you rat everybody out, then you get off pretty
That's so
light,
funny.
I
You
guess.
can rob a regular hardworking family and get like community service, and then you could evade taxes and get buried under the prison.
It's so taste by taste. It's fucking weird. And then some instances is like, yeah, he robbed an old lady, ran down the street, punched a toddler, then exposed himself to his school bus full of kids, and he got like a month. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's so random. It's like, and then again, your Uncle Billy's been in the can for 10 years for armed robbery when he was tweaked out. You know what I mean? It's just
I don't know.
the distribution of law
I don't
right
think
in
you
this
should be
country
doing
is
any
like
of those things, but I mean,
comical, dude.
tax evasion.
And then tax evasion, you
You're
do
going to
25
prison
in federal, dude.
forever,
In fucking federal.
Yeah, you're
It's
gonna
hilarious.
It's gonna be some nerdy bookie looking guy next to fucking MS-13.
Yeah, literally.
It's like,
literally.
I don't know if this is the same kind of thing here. I don't know if the fucking punishment matches the crime, but you stole from Big Papa, so you go to prison.
You know who looked like they were having a good time in prison? The Mafia. If Goodfellas is true,
That's one of my favorite movies too. You're naming all my favorite movies.
looks like
today,
a
dude.
fucking looks like it was all right. I wouldn't mind doing that time.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
fucking hang out and cook
but
pasta.
I'm just chilling all day. You know what I
He
mean?
was like, you got to shave the garlic down. And
Yeah,
it
he said
melts
that.
into the sauce.
I heard this bullshit. I don't think garlic does that.
It does.
It does? Okay.
Yeah, if you cut it up real fine, yeah. But I mean, like, it takes 19 hours. I'm more of like a rough chop kind of guy and throw it
Yeah,
in there.
beat the shit out of it, yeah.
Like, hey, we got time limits, okay?
Yeah. Cooking with heavy.
Yeah, chop it up, throw it in there. They'll probably be fine. I don't see the point in shaving garlic with a razor blade.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that shit.
But if I was in jail, why not?
Fuck it.
The
You
best
got
dinner
nothing
every
to do.
day. 5-star? Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
What else do we got? What else? Oh, dude, I found a sick fucking band today.
Who is it?
I didn't even find it, actually. My buddy sent it to me. And I listened to it, and I was like, wow, these guys are sick.
Yeah.
There's a band called Concrete.
Concrete? They sound fucking heavy.
It's a death metal band from Albany, New York.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Anthrax territory.
Yeah.
Bro, they're fucking great. They're fucking great. They only have like 500 followers.
That's crazy.
They've been around for years, too. Shit sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Their first, like, on their most recent album, their first song, I was like, holy fuck, dude. These guys are serious.
It's crazy that you can be fucking active in the New York area for years and only get 500.
Yeah, but have you ever been there?
No, I don't know if I ever even want to go.
New York is, like, uncomfortably packed.
The only people I've ever heard recommend New York are like people with money or people from New York.
Yeah.
It's like,
You definitely don't want to move there poor. That would suck.
yeah, dude. It's like I could, I get a house here.
Half the apartments
it's
don't
all
even
right.
got AC units in that shit, dude. They just open the window and it gets hot up there.
Stinks too. I bet it stinks. You're just out there all
Yeah,
day
I know.
eating bright dust.
Yeah, no, it smells like New York. It doesn't stink.
Doesn't stink.
It doesn't smell like shit or anything, but it's like, it just smells like the city, I guess. Like the buses, the taxis,
Yeah.
all that shit is there. So yeah, you probably breathe a lot of it in. What else? Have you seen these people with pet raccoons? And what is your
I kind of want one.
Yeah, okay. Me too.
I kind of want one. I feel like they could be like, they seem obedient. I've never heard of anybody getting attached by their pet raccoon like their pet chimp.
Yeah, see, monkeys, no.
I feel like a raccoon, if they fuck around, even if they get their claw in you, I feel like you can still chuck their ass.
Yeah, I feel like you can throw them against the
You're
wall.
going against the
I
wall,
think.
dude. Yeah.
I don't know. Some of those dudes get fucking fatty boom batty, dude. Have you
I
seen
know,
some of those
they're
fucking
big chon? They're like sitting on a ball of blubber.
the garbage lurkers, dude?
Yeah,
they
dude.
look like a bad guy from Left 4 Dead, and they're just eating guts and shit.
Because I feel like, the boomer. I feel like
Yeah.
because you just get into the habit of probably just giving them all the straps because they can eat anything.
That dude's been eating nothing but DiGiorno pizza plus the box for 9 years, dude.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's like 60 pounds. It's like a badger.
yeah, at that
point.
point.
Yeah.
I bet you could. They seem smart. They seem smart, dude. I mean,
They seem cool. They got hands.
anything that can live in the city, like, and actually like thrive well in the city, it's got to be a pretty smart animal.
Yeah.
Like dogs don't make it long.
Or
You
just
know what I mean?
durable.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's out there saying, like, look at this poor raccoon.
Yeah.
He's
No.
in paradise.
They're like, the raccoon gets out there and they're like, they start making plans. I'm gonna raid that trash. I'm gonna break into this place. You know what I mean?
yeah, they're kind
fucking-
of diligent, you know?
A dog will just run. A dog will just go a direction forever, and hopefully something's there.
I
You know
see a
what I
lot
mean?
more dogs that get hit by cars than raccoons.
Yeah. And
I
mean,
saw a fucking...
without people, they don't have a good time. I don't think.
I liked one of the pet raccoon videos, and now my YouTube feed is just raccoons, right? Like, just constantly. Just pet raccoons, raccoon experiences, and that sort of stuff. And this dude walked outside, and there's this giant fucking raccoon just laid out in a yard. And I guess it got into, like, a fucking weed candy bar and ate the whole fucking thing, dude. And it was very obviously, like, just inebriated. It ate the
Just
whole
fucking
it probably
lit.
ate like 2,000 milligrams. And like the
Out
guy
there
walks
seeing
up to it with a
Todd.
stick, and he's like, "Hey, buddy," and he like picks its head off the ground and is like, and it's like dragging itself with its front legs. Just dragging itself army style to this tree, and it crawled up the tree for half an hour. It was hilarious. And that makes me want a raccoon.
I kind of want one too, man. They just seem like you could do a lot with them.
I feel like it'd be cooler if pirates didn't have parrots; they'd have raccoons.
I feel like it would have been more useful, definitely. How many of those birds died? That's what I want to know. And
How
how many times
fucking-
were they just standing up there covered in fucking parrot shit?
How many times?
You know what I mean? Got
Somebody-
just like a string of parrot shit
Somebody
running down his
research
coat.
this. How many pirate parrots shit on their owners?
Yeah. There's no way you hear it or feel it. You get hit by fucking water all
Yeah,
day.
sea spray.
Yeah, you don't feel that. You just got a long string of bird shit going down the back of your fucking leg
The
and
guy's
coat.
just like, belay that. You know, like, what the fuck? No, I don't know.
You know the term,
I feel like a raccoon wouldn't shit on your shoulder. I feel like it would know. Birds just drop ass everywhere.
I've heard of,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Have you seen a chicken shit? It doesn't even know it's shitting.
It's just,
It just blows
keeps
out of its
going.
ass.
Yeah, dude.
It's mid fucking eating, whatever it's doing,
Yeah.
and the shit just kind of.
My girlfriend is a strong advocate for getting a pet bird, and I just can't do it. I just know that thing's gonna shit everywhere,
It just
unless it's like a
sounds-
falcon.
It sounds so loud.
Yeah,
have
and they
you
just
been in-
yell. They just get fucked in there.
Yeah.
Fucking out of nowhere.
You've been in somebody's house with a pet bird.
Yeah, it's brutal.
They have to put it in a cage and put a blanket on it for it to shut the fuck up, and even then,
They just scream. Like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just so many. I think a chicken's the best I could do because at least they just they just make chicken noises all day.
Roosters are loud, but a chicken's all right. I don't feel like a raccoon would be that loud. I feel like he'd go in the cage at night because I don't
Yeah.
want some creepy bitch hanging up on my ceiling. You know,
Yeah,
in the
dude.
middle of the
Feel
night.
little hands grabbing your face.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Just like
go to sleep. You're like,
Yeah.
why are you always trying to rob me?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like
wake up and shit's just rearranged.
you
Everything's
wake up and
piled
your
by the
wall-
front door.
like, all your money's just tore up on the floor. Like I feel like they would do some fuck shit.
They
like
get into
that,
shit,
you know?
dude. They really get a hold of your gun.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Like, fucking raccoon's hot, raccoon's hot.
I didn't think
Just
about
like-
that. I read horror stories of people having those little monkeys,
Yeah, I
those
don't
little
like those.
capuchin monkeys, and they got to put a diaper on it and change their diaper for the next 18 years.
Yeah, I see a lot of people on TikTok with those. I don't agree with that shit.
They got to put baby locks all over their house.
They get into everything. They're
So-
smart.
It's like having a toddler for 18 years, dude.
Yeah, they're just fucking. They get a hold of something, dude. It's on. Like, I don't know how the fuck you handle the pet having a gun. That's something I've never had to worry about with my cat or my dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, no, you just constantly wear body armor, like just wherever you are.
yeah.
Like,
You're like, watch out.
I'm going
watch
to
out.
the store. You put your rig on. You come back and you're like, I pray to God he didn't pick the lock to the gun safe. You know what I mean?
Every day while you're at work, he's like, man, I hope he doesn't get the kids. But
Yeah, I couldn't trust a monkey around my kids.
I don't do monkeys because I believe at some point they get the instinct to be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not keeping me here.
Like,
you know what I mean?
we are a little more alike, aren't we?
Yeah, why am it looks at the dog, it's like, I'm not that. You know what I mean? Like, I know
Yeah,
shit, dude. I remember shit. This
Yeah.
thing's dumb. You know what I mean?
I do what they do.
Yeah. There's actually a documentary on Netflix right now about people, and this is crazy, about people who are like obsessed with monkeys. And it's like all these ladies who just love these fucking monkeys. Like, one of the ladies even admits that, like, she loves the monkey more than her kid. And then her kids. And then
If my mother said that to me,
I'd never talk to her again.
Mom, if you're listening, sorry. But I doubt it. I hope she's not. But if my mother
out.
ever said that to me, like, I just really, this monkey. This is more. As soon as she would say that, I would kill that monkey. I would kill it in front of her, dude. I would kill that bitch in front of her, dude. And I would make it. I would probably try to make it cinematic, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like throw him a switchblade and get into a knife fight. You know,
I'm gonna give you a chance.
yeah. Pick it up, boy. You know, like really get into it and be like, you did this, you watch this. You know,
Do a stab match with a monkey.
yeah. You know, I have to make it like traumatic as possible just to
Blood.
go to sleep the next
Monkey
night.
everywhere. Yeah, dude. You like limp out of there.
Yeah, I'd be like, what happened? Like, I got fat with a monkey. Then my mom loved it more than she loved me. So
Yeah, do it.
we had ourselves a knife fight.
Had me a stabbing match with my monkey stepbrother.
Yeah.
Bad time.
Monkey stepbrother. I would rather be with a girl that was obsessed with serial killers than monkeys.
I feel like never the serial killer thing. I feel like there's an explanation there. The monkeys, you're just being negligent.
Negligent.
You're not gonna get Dahmer out. He ain't coming out no matter what. She don't know of any active serial killers, so all
that's
the
the
ones that are
thing.
either locked up or dead. You know, it's a harmless. You know,
Maybe because
the
it's
bitch
more
can get a
realistic.
monkey.
Yeah, that's the thing. is
One
like,
credit card and
do
you
you
got
have
a
any
monkey.
Jeffrey Dahmers in here and PetSmart? No, but we have a monkey. Like, okay. I feel like
Or-
the monkey's more realistic.
Yeah. You could come home one day and there's a monkey in your house. Anyways, but
No.
they cut to this dude who had walked into the monkey cage one day. And the monkey, they had this monkey for years. The monkey just galloped across the cage and ripped his fucking nose off.
Yeah.
And when they cut to the dude, you can see where his nose had been sewn back on his fucking face.
That's a fucking
His
metal.
wife had to go in there and retrieve his nose from the monkey, dude. Yeah.
What happened to the monkey?
They kept it. Thank God. Okay.
I guess that monkey tore the dude's nuts off too, huh?
Dude, I would have been academy, gun, shoot
Yeah.
the monkey immediately.
Not a
dude.
question,
Not a
dude.
question. I would have got the cheapest gun. I would have got that high point. Went there and lit that fucking monkey up, dude. I would have just dropped
Threw
the
the
bat.
gun in the river.
I'm not throwing shit away. I shot this fucking monkey in my house. I'll take the ticket, dude. They couldn't do nothing.
Did I ever tell you about Travis, the monkey?
Oh, I love Travis the chimp, dude. That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, he's always just in a wife beater drinking a Budweiser in every picture.
They had him working at the tow company with them. They owned a tow company. He would hang out up at the office.
No. Nuh-uh.
You know about it? You know why he went off?
Because she got a boyfriend.
Nah, I think you're thinking of another one. In the Travis the chimp case, the problem was that the lady had kind of become a little reclusive because I think her husband died. And she was kind of stuck in there with Travis, so she started giving him like wine and Xanax to keep him calm. And I guess she gave him some bars one day, and he was off them bars. You get a little, from experience, you get a little crazy off them bars. You start thinking some shit's happening that is not happening. You know what I
Holy
mean?
shit.
Anyways, so a lady, her friend came over who had been over like countless times, seen the monkey, like, you know, she knew Travis, but she got a haircut, and Travis was off them bars.
Oh, Jesus.
So Travis starts barred out of his little poor little monkey head. He starts ripping this bitch apart in the front yard.
Oh my God, Travis.
They call the cops. The cop shows up, shoots Travis a few times. Travis is getting shot, pushing the cop back to his cop car because he's not dropping because he's fucking a monkey. You know
On bars.
Yeah, eventually runs the cop off of the cop car and starts trying to get inside the cop car when he finally said fuck it because the cop had shot him too many times. Crawled out of the cop car, went inside of his house, crawled in his cage and died. Thank God.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Travis, dude.
Dude.
Do not have a Travis. Ladies and gentlemen, do not have a Travis.
Do not own a fucking monkey.
Do not own a monkey.
God.
Crazy.
And the lady survived too. You can watch an interview of the lady with her.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Does it look like a Cannibal Corpse album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, those things are malicious.
She's got like a quarter of a face. It's a bad time.
Christ.
Also, maybe don't be a cop.
See, I just don't think a raccoon would be able to inflict that much damage. Monkeys are too strong.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if I grab a raccoon, the raccoon's the one with the problem, not me.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like if I grabbed a monkey,
it's kind of fair.
At best, it's equal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
that's if you're on your A game.
Best, yeah.
If he starts to shit up in the middle of the night when you're kind of fucking out of it.
Yeah.
Good God, dude.
Yeah. You could never drink in your house.
No, if you're drunk one night, I feel like that's the night he's going to be like, he's off.
You're like, yeah, I got you now.
You're just like stumbling to the bedroom. You just don't grab your leg like, no, Travis. Please.
Look who's been hitting the bottle. I'm like, fuck. I'm vulnerable and he knows it.
Would you rather be taken out by the bear or a monkey?
Bear.
Yeah. I feel like it's quicker.
Yeah.
And they don't leave you alive.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Bears just kind of put a foot on you and then just like
yeah.
tear your legs off, you know. I feel like monkeys are just malevolent beings.
Yeah.
They're just evil.
Yeah, dude.
They're just evil.
They're
like flat out, what was that thing where like 7 fucking monkeys escaped the zoo in California?
Yeah, yeah.
And like the cops had a fucking issue on their hand. Yeah.
Meanwhile, they couldn't handle the monkeys, but they had a most wanted bear, roaming California for months. You remember that guy?
No.
They had this bear break in the houses. They thought it was a bear, and they started going after him. But then they did DNA, and it was not that bear. It was a whole bear like fucking manhunt, dude.
Oh, so how many? Did they just start shooting all the bears?
No, they were doing like fucking. They were tracking these specific bears down. Like you could tell the fucking difference of it from a helicopter. You know, it was just the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember when all the monkeys broke out in France.
Maybe that's what I'm talking about.
There was like way more than 7. It was like a shitload of monkeys. Like
how many?
A lot, dude. Like at least a dozen or so. Like
that's a fucking issue.
It was enough where I remember them having to like get the National Guard out or something about it.
Call the army. God damn, dude. We need fucking tanks and air support right now.
My men are getting ripped apart in the streets.
Fucking Planet of the Apes in real life.
Yeah, dude.
France of the Apes, dude.
Sounds like something the French would have a problem with.
First the Nazis, then the monkeys.
The monkey outbreak. Oh, man.
Oh, that would fucking suck. Oh, dude. Hey, do you remember Cabbage Patch Kids? This is just a fucking thought that I had.
Yeah,
right? So you know that they like, because I've been playing Farming Simulator sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, where you gotta,
you grow your cabbage and whatnot.
It's pretty boring, yeah. It's pretty awesome, but it's very like OCD. It's nice on your OCD, you know.
It's what the autists would call a STEM game.
Yeah, I guess I'm autistic. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I play it. Sometimes I play Farming Simulator, you know. Yeah. And I was watching. You can zoom in on all the machines and everything, right? And you're looking at these like giant tractors with these big tines and these things that dig in the ground and stuff.
Yeah.
And the peanut farming deal where it grabs the bush and turns it over.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other thing just like rips all the peanuts off the bottom of the peanut plant and shit. I was just thinking about this when I was playing this game. I was high as shit. What if, because you know you can do contracts in that game, right?
Yeah,
Where it's like, oh, I'll help a farmer out because my farm's not working good, but I have equipment, so I'm going to help him out for more money. What if you took your fucking peanut harvester into a field full of Cabbage Patch Kids?
Start fucking rooting them up, dude. Fucking. I always worried, like.
Who fucking harvested these children?
Or like you don't know they're down there. You're like bulldozing like a random patch of land, and the fucking ground just starts bleeding.
That's what I'm
Like, oh my god, oh my god.
Like, how fucking horrific would that be?
Imagine you're some kind of fucking like.
How do you plant them? How do you plant a cabbage kid?
I feel like it's
Just bust into the ground.
I feel like it's it's gotta be something more vicious. There's gotta be some kind of like occult plant out in the woods that you go and like fuck.
You like
You feed it a chicken and then fuck
to.
it or something, yeah.
Oh Jesus!
And then you get a crop of Cabbage Patch.
You get a bunch of Cabbage Patch Kid seeds. And you plant them and you water them. And then where do these kids go?
The mines.
Where they
The fucking mines.
you just.
That's where you send them. That's how you make the money.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, see, you know, a crop of Cabbage Patch Kids, they only go for about $1 a bushel. But you can take these kids.
Let them raise them up a little bit.
And you can send them to China.
Fetch you a good price from some guy named Wei Ching.
You can run them out to China to make Apple iPhones and shit.
Whatever the hell they do.
Foxconn.
Sold a whole bunch of them to Kia last month. That was a good deal.
Like, yeah, I had a real problem when I ran the peanut harvester over.
Hired some guys.
I lost
They
half
went
my
the
crop
wrong.
that year.
Yeah, hired some guys. They went the wrong field. Fucking bloodbath.
Dude, instead of spraying like pesticides on their head, you just spray sunscreen on them.
Yeah, dude. Go out there, fucking bottle feed them and
Spray
shit.
sunscreen on them and fucking airdrop mac and cheese plants down.
Imagine being some kind of like industrial mechanic person, and they bring in just like what happened? I hit a fucking Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh God, dude.
Fucking Cabbage Patch Kids. Man, you're like, God.
Ew.
You know what boobahs are?
Uh-uh.
I used to collect boobahs when I was a little
Boobah?
kid. Yeah, boobah. They're disturbing.
Dude, fucking pull it up. Boobah?
Boobah.
Is it like Furbies? You remember Furbies?
Yeah, it's very similar. No, not this asshole.
Boobah. Just type boob. I want to see what. That's a town in Australia. Welcome to Boobah, mate.
Yeah, these little freaky fucks.
Oh, I do remember seeing that shit.
Yeah, I used to have all these little bastards.
Ball, dude. The head looks like that fucking evil spider from Toy Story.
Yeah, I started having nightmares about these little bastards. And
They're fucking horrific looking.
It was bad, dude. It was bad.
Metal band name, Boobah Beatdown.
Boobah beatdown.
What do they do? Do they just sit? Do they dance?
What
do they do?
No shit. You press them, and they go, boobah. And for some reason,
how many did you have?
Every one of them. I had all.
How many? I put a number on it.
5. At least all those. There's a picture down there that
You had 5 boobahs?
seemed to be cool. My family, like, before I had interest in anything, they were like, we're buying all these. I don't know.
Oh, they bought it before you.
I never understood why they were there.
Like, let's make him a boobah collector.
I was
It looks
like,
like some sort of cult.
It kind of was,
Like,
dude.
like a culty. Like Furby was a little culty there for a second.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Start doing-
Those soulless eyes.
Start doing all kind of freak shit.
Not
Talking to
my
you.
favorite.
Remember those babies that would shit?
babies that would shit.
Those little toy baby dolls that would take a dump.
Dude.
And that was like part of taking care of it. You had to change the little creamy poo.
So in one of the high schools I was in, you gotta put it around your neck, bud. Put the vape around your neck.
Roman gauntlet style. Roman gauntlet.
No, so one of the home ec classes, they would make you take a robot baby home.
Oh, I had that.
And you'd have to feed it and change it and stuff. And
did you do that?
No.
You got out?
I refused.
Dude, I was preparing to take that thing to my job. I was telling my manager, I was like, yeah, I'm bringing a baby in here, a fake baby. If you hear it crying, you need to stick the little bottle in its mouth.
I just researched it.
I was like, y'all got to be working full time. You're going to help.
This is fucked. If you take a paper clip, there's a hole in its back. You can stick the paper clip in there and turn it off. That was my catch-all. 'Cause I was going to turn it off.
Just shut it down for a week.
Nah, dude. I'm not dealing with that shit. A robot.
Yeah. Then it shows,
Why would you do that to children?
Then it shows like how like well kept the baby was and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like he turned me off and put me in a closet for 2 weeks with his boobas.
Yeah, I'll stick you there with the boobas.
Yeah, they'll take care of you. They just grab it and like. Yeah. Welcome to the mines. Welcome to the rice fields.
Put it to work.
Yeah, dude. Maybe that's where that evil spider from Toy Story came from. It was one of those robots. One of those robot babies.
Talk about with the little spider deal. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That dude scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
You know, look, like if you watch Shrek now, Shrek looks really good. Some of those old animated movies where they're like halfway realistic, like they're dipping into realism on the animation.
Yeah.
Some of them look fucking disturbing. Pixar was kind of rough. They had a few. Like Bug's Life, some of the fucking characters now just kind of look like really dead-eyed and like creepy and shit.
There was a lot of like jokes in those movies that if I look at it now, I was like, wow, that's a brutal joke. Like, you remember Bug's Life where they poured salt on the slug?
I think so, dude.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, I said no salt. And his body's like melting. And we all laughed as children.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that's like chemical warfare, fucking World War I trench status for a,
dude.
for a slug, you know? Fucking brutal. Some of those movies were... I know what you're talking about, because the switch was like Aladdin, normal animation, and I think Toy Story might have been the first one where everyone was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's certain... Like Disney movies were kind of pretty good about it because they've always had like a high ass animation budget, but cartoons, just like a lot of shit from around that time is like, I'm surprised it doesn't freak more people out, or even just like early video games that had no intention of being scary, or just like the most like, you notice it now when you go back and play it, like the worlds are totally dead and it's fucking creepy.
Yeah, actually, Banjo-Tooie was on Game Pass for a minute. I went back and played it, for a little bit. I was like, well, one, it sucks. Like, impulse response is milliseconds away.
Yeah, you gotta be locked in, dude.
You gotta jump and then wait for it to jump, you know.
This ain't Sonic. Yeah.
But, it was just, it's so strange looking back in time and seeing what was like a normal thing to have in like a kid's video game on a Nintendo. And then now it's like you already know what you're getting into. Fortnite, you know there's gonna be goons on there that are just fucking saying ridiculous shit. There's gonna be all that shit because it's online. But back then it wasn't online. It was just little programs that you bought and ran. It was just strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
There's weird like a lot of weird subliminal shit also.
Yeah.
I noticed that especially with like old television. Just like
is that real or is that somebody back?
I'm not talking about like,
you know, if you play
like,
fucking Stairway Backwards, the fucking Satan come into the fucking woodshed or whatever.
I don't mean like that. I'm not talking about like, oh, like it spells out like these words in the stars and fucking this specific kid's movie.
You remember that shit that was all over Facebook where there's a penis in every Disney movie?
Yeah. I'm not talking about shit like that.
I don't think that's real.
I just feel like it's more of like creepy in a sense that it's just like now everything kind of has like this like aspect of like there's some reality in everything, you know what I mean? But if you look at like old TV shows and shit, everything's just kind of suspended in this like weird, you know what I mean? Like fake middle ground.
Yeah, Twilight Zone kind of.
Yeah, everything. That's
strange.
Everything feels like really like Twilight
Like
Zone because everything's so
Uncanny
campy. Everybody's so campy and just like upbeat, and you're like, this feels like the serial killer movie. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I feel like movies nowadays display closer to how people actually act.
Yeah.
Like the John Wayne movies. I like John Wayne movies, but it's like I don't think women were actually speaking like that back then. Well, mister, I better go get my boots on for this.
Yeah.
Nobody talks like that.
Yeah.
It was like, I get fucking boots on and go feed the chickens because there's chicken shit on the ground. Like, that's how normal people talk.
Yeah.
And like movies nowadays, that's kind of how that's how they portray it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's why I think the Joker freaked everybody out. Like the new Joker movie.
Yeah.
Well, it's not very new anymore. They're coming out with a new one.
Yeah, it's gonna be like part musical.
Yeah, the what's his name? He was the bad guy in Gladiator. He played the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, and Margot
Fucking
Robbie.
starved himself to death to play that fucking movie.
Yeah, dude.
But the thing was, is like there was nothing in that movie where it was like that's never gonna happen. It was one of those movies where like, ooh, that's close to home.
Yeah.
You know, like we know this guy. He's the guy that's everybody thinks is about to fly off the handle. You know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
He's a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that uncanny valley that you're talking about in those old movies, that's a real thing. That's a real thing because everybody's just so peppy and happy and smiling at the camera, you know.
And it's like it's weird because it's like there's no way it was ever just like this. You know what
There's
I mean?
not a fucking chance.
Everything's like a character, and everything's just like this, like even the shows that got like deep into it, which I mean, like Star Trek. Like that's the only one I can think of where I was like, I watched it back, and I was like, okay, there's some shit here. You know what I mean? Like it's this holds up for being a really old show. You know what I mean?
I used to watch a lot of Gunsmoke.
I like Gunsmoke.
And thinking about like what you're bringing up right now, like the tavern or the saloon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mr. Eldridge. Would you like your normal 5-cent whiskey? He's like, well, yes, I would, my darling. Yeah. Meanwhile, the dude's probably got a yeast infection in his fucking ass. His cows are dying. He shot 3 people this week. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're not talking to each other like that. I don't give a fuck. Back in the good old days, we had respect. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you did.
Like, y'all had Andy Griffith.
Like it was some sort of.
Weren't you guys like beating up Mexicans for wearing long suits? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't get it.
Y'all are way worse than we are.
Yeah, but the TV doesn't reflect anything that really happened.
No,
but nowadays it's like
there's no even semblance because it's like at least kind of like when you get into like the 80s and shit. I've watched a lot of old stuff. You know what I mean? I grew up with older people, but
yeah.
Like when you get into the 80s, it's less of that. You see a lot more shit from that time period where it's like trying to be like more aware, like, you know what I mean? It's a little less, but like the 50s, 60s, and 40s, anything from that time period is just weird to me. You know what I mean? It's just
I think that kind of helped.
It's a whole belief of just like this like culture that never really existed.
Yeah,
I think that's what weirds me out. It's like nobody ever acted like this. Nobody's lives were ever like this. You know what I mean?
The only thing that was kind of true was like the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know, put the money in the bag. Like, yeah, I could see that happening.
Like this,
you know,
people are getting robbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that happening all the time. You know, but I think that like media culture kind of carried over, and that's why a lot of the bands that we like got popular.
Yeah.
Think about it. You grow up back then, and you're watching all this BS TV, and you got that feeling in the back of your head like this is the Matrix, and then you hear about Slayer.
Yeah, dude.
Who doesn't want to have anything to do with a white picket fence or a golden retriever or a yellow painted house or the newest microwave oven? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, well, these guys don't give a shit. And then everybody was like, oh, they're fucking demons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally.
I'm just saying, I think that might be what you brought up. I think might be a catalyst for what.
Or even like you see the Beatles go from like these clean cut dudes to like these hippie guys who are like hanging out in India, like taking acid
crazy.
all day. You know what I mean? That's got to be something like, if anything else, you can see that. You know what I mean? No matter what kind of world you're in, you saw the Beatles do that. You saw Elvis go fucking wild. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Elvis was one of the first guys where it was like, hey, every girl on earth wants to have sex with you now.
Yeah. He's like,
having some mental issues, have some medicine.
Yeah,
medicine
dude,
was just heroin, pretty much. You know,
that was like the first, because normally, like by that point, like if you look back on like a lot of those old stars in any media, especially music, if you started teetering off, they got rid of your ass. They did not want
was that
you.
pre or post Elvis?
Around the whole Elvis
It has
era.
to be post Elvis.
Even like the whole, I'd say throughout the whole like Elvis era. You know what I mean? It's like maybe like into the 70s, obviously not, but at least to the 60s, it was like, you're not making hits, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? I mean, even Johnny Cash they were trying to get rid of him. You know what I mean? They weren't letting him do anything, even way back in the day. But
yeah, until
so people really didn't get to see a full crash and burn like that. You know what I mean? If they did, it was so well publicized because everything was a lot more tight knit. You know what I mean?
We get all our information from the newspaper.
Yeah, Elvis was the first dude. Like, it was like you could see go through a full cycle of a career.
Yeah,
you know, because he was famous. He was so famous up until the very end. You know what I mean? And he had a pretty long career.
Well, it was Elvis and the Beatles were like the first time where it was like girls would pass out when they saw them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any other bands back then that happened to, but those were like the
Stones.
Yeah, they're still alive. Well, I guess the Beatles still alive today.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney's still alive, isn't he?
Ringo.
Yeah. What's he doing these days?
He's chill. Ringo's always been pretty
hanging
chill.
out, man.
Just Ringo in.
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, it's I feel like shit like that probably started all that stuff combined is what makes the massive culture changes happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see it in like the artists around you. They're not conforming. You know what I mean? They're not. People aren't just like complying to be famous anymore. You know what I mean? People are really taking jabs at their labels. They're really pulling away as artists, which just wasn't happening. You know?
Yeah, no, that was impossible because people didn't have enough money to like make a record by themselves.
Yeah.
Like you had to go to the big machine guy.
Yeah, everything was just so much smaller. You know what I mean? It's on such a smaller circuit, so it's like there's a lot that fuels that. You know what I mean?
It was more under control.
Yeah.
I think that's the big thing is it was way more under control. It's absolutely bonkers now. Like, period.
Yeah.
Like nobody's saying like, oh, Behemoth, Satanist, get him off the internet.
Yeah.
Wrong answer.
Yeah. The Baptists are fighting way bigger battles there with They got too much going on.
They're dealing with those crazy fucking pastors that fly down from the ceiling right now.
They used to have time to shut down a Slayer concert. They used to pull up like, man, if that motherfucker Elvis moves his hips one more time, I'm going to beat his head in with a brick.
Yeah,
you know
dude, they were pissed.
They used to have time for that shit. Nowadays, they got everything, you know. Fucking everything political. They're at the front lines. The Baptists are busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're busy trying to get Trump in.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Yeah, God's gift.
It's been a decade battle.
Yeah.
But,
shit. That is funny how culture changes, though.
Yeah. And what it takes to really move everything.
I think it's just information. Like, distributing information is what changes culture. And if you could speed information distribution up, then the culture will change faster.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally had like Pizzagate happen.
Yeah, literally.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows now.
Yeah, dude.
Pizzagate is fucking ridiculous. That's crazy. People were like trying to go into pizza stores with guns. That happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it was kind of cool to watch, you know?
I mean, if you create the environment for people to be that suspicious of you, then you're probably not doing everything right on your end. I feel like if my neighbors think I'm in here murdering people, there's like a 25% chance I'm in here actually fucking murdering people.
Yeah, that's true. No, I get that. If
If
I'm
all
walking
my
back and
neighbors
forth
are
with
like-
if I'm walking back and forth in my truck in a yellow lab suit,
Yeah.
meth has to be on everybody's mind, you know?
My
Like,
lights
hey,
haven't
what are you
turned-
doing? Well, I'm a free American. Yeah, we know that.
You start seeing me making sketchy modifications to my truck and my lights haven't been out in weeks. I'm cooking.
Are
you know
you-
what I'm saying, dude?
I don't know what kind of science you're doing in there, but you're worrying me.
Yeah.
You know?
If everyone or in the everyone who knows you is like, yeah, he's probably doing something sketchy. You know what I mean? And you can't come out and be like, go in the apartment. Look, there's nothing in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if you
that's
can't
true.
do that, then you're probably fucking some shit up.
Yeah, but
Something's happening.
Pizzagate was fucking wild. Or QAnon was pretty wild, dude. That whole shit was very wild.
I mean, fucking QAnon, flight list, fucking
All that shit was fucking very weird.
Alex Jones, Bohemian Grove.
That was hilarious.
That's
That was
something-
really funny.
that's something else, dude.
That was really funny. You know, when I first heard of him, I was like, this guy is absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And then he snuck in there, and I saw the video, and I don't know if the video is real or not, but it looked fucking real.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Frogs are turning gay.
They are. They are
That's real.
being stuck in a gender, technically.
I mean, they're not.
Chemically, they're being gendered, forced into a gender, which is not good for them because
Yeah.
they can't make.
Well, the boys turn into girls. I don't know if that's gay or not.
I think
I'm
that's
not up to speed on
I feel like if
what's
they
gay
can-
and what's not.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, something was happening to the frogs,
Yeah.
and he was right about it. I don't know.
And I mean, I'm not. There's a lot of conspiracy theories I'll call out as bullshit, and there's a lot that I'm very like.
What was your first exposure to a conspiracy theory? Because I remember mine, and I'm from a military family, so like when 9/11 happened, I was like, those people have to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
which
when
is-
9/11 happened when I was a kid, I was like, we got to kill that entire country. We got to kill them. They're bad guys now, you know?
Yeah.
And then,
It's crazy. Y'all had no idea the ride you were getting taken for. Y'all had. And it's crazy, and it sucks because it's like you listen to all these like war interviews and shit. It's like, yeah, 9/11 happened, so I signed up. And it's like, well, did you know that we were gonna be there for 20 years and leave everything? And it's like, well, I might not have done it then. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I might have
Those
took a comms job. Maybe I wouldn't have gone infantry.
No, I mean,
You know what I mean, dude?
There's definitely bad guys over there.
Would have been aircraft mechanic or some shit.
There was 100% bad guys over there for sure.
No,
And
no
I
doubt.
don't know if jet fuel melts steel beams. I'm not getting into that shit.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. But what I do know is when I was in middle school or high school, I forgot. You remember in Microsoft Word where you could change the font?
Yeah,
You remember the font Wingdings?
I
Or it
think
was
so.
just a bunch of symbols.
Yeah.
One of my buddies was like, dude, go to Wingdings 3 and type in fucking 9/11 or something. And I fucking did that, and it was a fucking airplane and then two towers. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what is going on? Dude, it shocked me to the core because
Yeah, bro, sure,
I'd
right.
never heard of a conspiracy before.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was on the news was true at that time period.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we know it's probably all bullshit. It's definitely bullshit now, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I wasn't saying that there wasn't bad guys. I'm not saying that there wasn't like legit issues, but I just meant more the way it was spun was a little.
Not great.
Yeah, like I said, that you're not providing all the information. People are gonna get
Not great.
suspicious. That's
yeah,
all.
I remember like my whole family loving George Bush,
Yeah,
loving him.
my family really liked George Bush too.
I read about him now. I'm like, Jesus, this guy fucking sucked, dude.
I believe people
sure he's a
and
great
fish
guy.
can coexist.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a great guy, but it's like
He seems chill, but as a president, maybe not.
it makes you wonder what actually goes on. I'll tell you that. What was your first conspiracy, or were you like brought up when conspiracies were like a normal thing to talk about?
No, definitely not. Probably until recently, it hasn't really become like a normal thing where you can just bring it up and some people are like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like they know.
So I'm from the area when someone says it's a conspiracy, I'm like, go to the loony bin now, you crazy fuck. You know what I mean? You're off your meds.
I remember just the Illuminati shit. I remember my mom telling me about that. For some reason, she felt like I needed to know about the Illuminati.
Did she believe it?
I think she, maybe not now, but at the time, I think she really did because, to be fair, it was like all the stuff, like Michael Jackson had just died. So that was the first time I was really hearing about this, like, Illuminati shadow government.
Is he involved with the Illuminati?
Because there's, like, rumors that, like, you know, like, they see, like, they have, like, this ambulance footage of him, like, walking out of the back. And, like, you know, it's a conspiracy. You know what I mean?
But what does Michael Jackson have to do with the people that control the free world?
It's just like, oh, all the famous people are in this thing. They're in this shadow society, and they do all this sketchy stuff, and they read the whole... they were in the industry and they're in the government. And then like, after that, it was definitely like the Freemasons. I heard about that. My uncle is actually a Freemason, like a high-ranking one.
Does he control the world?
I asked him directly if it was a cult, and he said no. But I feel like you wouldn't say yes.
Why the fuck would he say, yep, I'm in a cult?
He's chill, though.
You got me.
He's a chill guy, but like, I don't know.
I think my grandpa was a Freemason at one time, but I never heard about any of that shit.
But they're everywhere.
I get real suspicious of groups of people.
Have you ever, unity's not a good thing. Unity is bad, dude. As Henry Rollins once said, a unified group of people is horrifying, dude. Fuck that.
It's one of those things where groups of humans, if they're all, rah-rah about something, even if it's the dumbest shit ever,
bad.
They try to execute it, and it gets crazy. Like the fucking Kool-Aid drinkers that all died.
Yeah, dude.
Because the spaceship is coming, man. Come on, dude.
It just freaks me out because I drive through these, like, and even now, I think that kind of bugs me because I do drive through these butthole nowhere towns, and they'll have a Freemason lodge. And I'm like, why the fuck?
The Freemason or the Elk Lodge?
No, there is an Elk Lodge. That's different. I do know that's different.
That's not Freemasonry.
No, I think the Elk Lodge is like...
My thing is like when you ask somebody...
I get a swingers vibe, kind of. I think it's more of that kind of thing. I'm thinking Freemasons, maybe there's some gayness. I'm thinking it's like an old school... Like, here's... My theory is it's like an old school, like, gay bang spot. It's like the bathhouse.
But they say that they're from the Crusades and shit. Or is that just from National Treasure? I don't know.
Yeah, ancient aliens. Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
But
nobody knows about it.
It's like, why the fuck are y'all everywhere, though? How many lodges y'all can't have one mall spot where you go hang out? You know what I mean? Can't rent a strip mall area.
My thing is, like, I agree with you on the whole, like, you're coming in and out of your house with fucking science suit on. We want to know what's going on in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the secret? What is so important that you can't tell anybody about?
Yeah. Oh, you gotta
what is it?
You gotta dedicate plans? This many years. I'm like, every time I'll tell you what, man. I know another religion. They come to your front door and they'll tell you anything you need to fucking know. Jehovah Baptist, they'll come to you. You know what I mean? I don't like that you guys are fucking you can't just tell me what's up. What are you doing?
That's all. I don't want to join.
Sounds like something I have to be conditioned to be cool with.
I don't want to join. I have no interest in joining.
Yeah.
But why is it a secret? What are you planning for the next year's food drive?
Yeah.
Undercover? Like,
you got some kind of mean carrot cake recipe you don't want falling out. You know what I mean? Like, you fucking motherfucker.
We must protect this at all costs.
Yeah. Pam's carrot cake did not fall into the hands of the elves. Those sweeteners will fucking ruin it.
What if it's just one of those things where we keep it a secret so that people will join?
Yeah. And at the end, it's just like, for your final degree of masonry, it's like be a good person.
Yeah, what if it's one of those things like, do you care about the community?
It's like follow Christ. You're just like, motherfucker.
Like, this is it?
I'm done. You know what?
14 years?
Down the drain.
14 years down the goddamn drain. And you're telling me the same shit you told me on day one?
Yeah, we ain't even gonna sacrifice a chicken or some shit. You ain't even gonna get down and dirty.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, burn an effigy, something, you know?
Something, fucking.
I don't know. What is all this weird little Skull and Bones Club and fucking...
I think that actually is gay. I think those actually
I think Skull and Bones is gay. Do you think Scientology is gay?
No, I think that's like some kind of... It's like a church cult. It's kind of the same. There's like this giant church in Korea. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, and I can't tell you the name, but it's a giant church in Korea.
Okay.
And they donate to like Donald Trump, all these like world politicians, and like use their size and money and donorship to have influence. I think that's what Scientology is.
Like just a machine?
It's a machine to... I think it's like... I mean, like, you're either doing it as a cult for yourself, which are like those creepy ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the soulless people, like, you shall not enter. I took an oath.
Yeah,
You know, like the real hardcore guys.
Yeah, like you down there in a cave, like sharing your wife with some dude. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that kind of cult. That's a different kind of cult. I think that what Scientology is just like a big, like, it's a money machine to give like certain people who have money in that organization.
You can only prestige if you give the church a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's what I do now.
So it's like the people at the top just have this constant source of income from elite people who already have influence. You know what I mean? And now they're spreading your gospel, essentially.
Made by L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah. Which you can't tell me if you're half smart, you don't know that's a bunch of baloney. You know what I mean? But
I didn't learn about Scientology until the South Park episode came out.
dude, shout out to South Park. They exposed Mormonism,
Dude.
and fucking Scientology.
Dude, yeah, I didn't know about Mormonism either. My parents, like, I grew up in a Baptist home. My parents were like, Mormons, you know, they're Christians, but, you know.
No, we don't fuck with them.
We don't fuck with the Mormons.
They ain't our kind.
And I was like, why?
We'll sooner go to the Catholics before we go to those people.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like damn near verbatim.
We'll sooner go to the pagans before we fucking hit up
Yeah,
the mark.
I was like, what is going on? Why, if they love Jesus,
Yeah,
why aren't we all just okay? For one, if we all follow the Bible, why aren't we all in one building? I never got that part.
Yeah.
Never understood that. But then there's like Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons and all this stuff, and I was like, what's going on with these people over there? And what is it? What the fuck is going on? And forgot about it.
Yeah.
Years later, I watched
You're
South
just like,
Park.
it's a bunch of Amish type weirdos.
I watched South Park. I was like, this episode is so funny. This can't be true. And then I Googled it. I was like, oh my fucking God,
It's
dude.
100% true. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. They didn't stretch the truth at all. I was like, hey. Okay.
Yeah.
This is America. You know, believe exactly what you want to believe, and I'll support you in that. But also, come on, dog.
Man. Man.
Come on, dog.
Come on. Like, and like the deeper you get into Mormonism and shit, the worse it is. It's like there's no saving grace. It's like, oh, they think it's like a race.
All the ones I've met,
Cult
though,
type
in real
deal.
life, they're the nicest people ever.
It's a shtick.
That's what they have to be. They
I
have
don't
to
know,
be
man.
nice.
I don't like them.
You don't like them?
I get like fucking sick when I see them. I'm like, these motherfuckers, dude. Well, somebody needs to beat some sense into these Mormons, bro. I'm fucking
dude.
coming into my neighborhood and spread your false god.
Dude, every time, did I tell you what
I feel like that dude from Gangs in New York. You know what I mean?
Did I tell you what I do?
Lord.
You know what I do to discourage knockers, the door knockers?
What?
I used to ignore them.
Yeah.
I used to just flat out ignore them, right? But they always knock, like Saturday morning when I'm hungover. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
ding, ding, ding. Good morning. You know? They got their bicycle helmets still on. You know what I started doing?
What?
I'd wake up and normally someone knocks at the door. I throw a t-shirt on, you know,
Yeah.
open the door. Hey,
Just
what's
go out
up?
there.
Dude,
Watch.
I open the door, fucking hangover breath, just fucking no shirt.
What?
What's up? Dude. I did that to him 3 times in a row, bro. I ain't got a knock in months, dude. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my advice for this episode. If you got a lot of door knockers and you're a man and you're hungover and you got that disgusting Saturday morning whiskey bent breath
Halitosis
billowing out of your mouth and the door knocks, and you already know who it is, because nobody would knock on your door on a Saturday morning if they ever imbibed in spirits. Open that door. Open that door with your shirt off. Open it up. Let them into your home and look them right in the eye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for fucking listening to this fucking ridiculous episode. Sorry we couldn't have our third counterpart. Like I said, he shit his pants. He'll be back next week. In the meantime, Nate, tell the people where they can hit us up.
Oh, man. You can hit us up at Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and I think that about covers it for now.
Hell yeah.
Eventually there will be more, but
Keep practicing. Thanks, kids. We'll talk to you later.
peace, y'all.